All right. I've finished and completed my second stress test as far as radio vlog. Well, radio vlog. Messed up. Not radio vlog. I guess it could be a mixture. It's a 4-hour radio show stress test. I was trying to see exactly how long I could go, fill out as far as 4 hours, and not have any edits or do any scripting or writing or copy or anything like that as far as the broadcast. And I did pretty well as far as my recording. Now, I think as far as radio is concerned, if I could maybe do this live at some point, that would be great. But I can put together 4 hours of content, and it's me talking. So as I've said before, I don't think I'm going to be really doing 4 hours of content every single time and listening back to what I've done initially. And still, there are things that I absolutely do need to improve on in terms for myself. I'm not talking about equipment, not talking about things like, stuff that I'll need in order to make some kind of changes as far as the production goes of the vlogs and the radio show. So as far as the radio show goes, I spoke about this in my last vlog number 10, and that was after the first stress test. And I want to preface that actual vlog was right after I kind of completed at least 2 hours, and then set that and looped it and did a 4-hour upload to see what would happen. That was the first test. And after that, I was a little bit tired, and I decided to do a vlog afterwards, kind of to describe how it went, how it would go. So now I've done the second one, and hopefully I've improved on some things, but there's still things that I don't like, things that if I did do editing, I could definitely go through and do. But I'm not going to do that, and hopefully if you're listening, or these get picked up in terms of vlogs, or especially the radio, 4 hours, you'll see the difference in the change. Habits take a while to take effect, but you also have to be aware of them, which is another reason why I listen to these back. That said, going forward, these are going to be programs that I do as far as I'm thinking about the frequency of releasing these. Now, last week when I kind of get started, I did like 4 in a day, and I don't think I will do that. I'm not saying that I will never do 4 in a day or more content or different content at different times, but the vlogging, my commitment I'd like to do is at least 1 a day. So you could say kind of like a diary. Yeah, maybe. But the difference is that it is just me sharing my life in terms of what I think, what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, what I might be observing, and sharing a perspective that I have. It could be about mostly the things that I've said. It will be primarily about life itself, my interest and hobbies, things like radio, things like memories, things like Star Trek, things like things that I love, things that I have a passion for, the things that I want to do, my hopes, my dreams. Those will be the things that I'll be sharing with you as just a part of my daily vlog. And my dedication for right now is to do one every single day, 5 days a week. Record these, release them at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, my time, record them every day. As far as the radio show is concerned, there's some things I still have to put together. I don't know that I'm going to do 4 hours. And when I do it, I don't necessarily know about that. I'm thinking, do it on Fridays, maybe once a month. And then, of course, just like the vlogs, each one of those, put together my best and try to improve on them each and every single time if I can. Not committed to doing it yet, but that's that's what I'm thinking. A microphone, maybe. Getting some software as far as to mix it a little better, maybe making it a little bit easier to upload. Not necessarily being 4 hours. I'm not absolutely sure as far as the time. I think if I did 4 hours, I'm not exactly sure all of what I would want to do in terms of what kind of content I would make. Do I just really want to talk for 4 hours? I'm doing the vlogs, so, and if I do that every single day or more than that, and in some cases, kind of seems like it might be a little bit redundant. And right now at this point, maybe it is already, but this is a building process. This is me starting from scratch. So I will hope that that will be understood and understanding. And with the time stamp that I said I would do, today is Sunday, November 10th, 2024, and it is approximately 11:24 p.m. at night. So I actually want to try to get in the habit of doing that maybe towards the either beginning or the end when I do vlogs and when I do my radio show, because I'd like to have an idea of when I'm getting these done. And of course I can look in the details that it probably would tell me as well. But for when I'm actually recording, when you're actually listening to this, when it's happening, hopefully that information is there for myself and for you. So as far as the time is concerned on the vlogs, most of them that I've done kind of can get almost as long as 20 minutes. And if I feel I want to do a longer vlog, I simply will. That's okay with me. But my aim is to maybe make them maybe between five minutes, maybe less, maybe a little bit more. I guess the average would maybe be a good 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, anywhere between 5 and 10. If it's really something that I want to do, I'll try to average at 10. We'll see how it goes, between 5 and 10. And then, of course, if there's something I really is on my mind and want to talk about longer, I'll go longer, maybe up as long as 20 minutes. So as I'm thinking about this and doing this, thinking about the radio show, I'm not going to script or edit it either, because that is going to be the spirit of this channel. So you've heard me say that a lot if you've listened to the vlogs or my test radio shows. But I should write it down. Spirit of not editing. I think I like that. So it will be a journey for myself. Any of you out there doing the same thing, come along. Let's share it. Let's do it together. In terms of I don't see myself as the main character. I just see myself as following a dream and doing the thing that I love to do, which is broadcast, to make it where I am sharing a part of myself with the world at the same time that I feel like I'm reflecting and looking at a mirror when I do these. That's the part of listening to these, and of course hopefully improving what I'm doing every single time in some way, and getting enough of these under my wing, so that as I'm improving and satisfied and I don't know if that I'll ever be satisfied in terms of being perfect, because practice, as I've said, doesn't make perfect. It makes me better. But if I'm happy in terms of what I've produced as the best of my ability, that's the ultimate reward. And of course, in addition to that, if people listen, share, and then of course want to build this community, be a part of the Voymonk channel and the Voymonk club, I don't know if I would call it a club, but a group or whatever, that's great. So I plan on building this one brick at a time. And if those who are listening want to join, that's great. I actually just hit the 10-minute mark. I am somewhat kind of proud of myself. I think longer vlogs are okay, but I also think it's great to kind of make them short, because just in general, I think shorter time frames are usually kind of better as far as the because me myself, if I'm listening to anything, even if I like it or I'm intently interested, with my ADHD, I can fall away. I don't say I can fall asleep, which can happen too, but I can really just and maybe it's age too. I'm in my 40s, so maybe that's part of just I know when I've had enough at this point in my life. So, and I know what I look for. I know what I like to see, and I put that also in my vlogs as well. So, I'm making it close to 11-minute mark. So that is really all I wanted to say on this vlog number 11. And I will definitely see you next time. And when I release this, will probably be on a Tuesday. I've actually got one that, vlog number 10 that I've done that I haven't really scheduled for Monday. This will be for Tuesday. So I'll have Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to subscribe, check in on this and keep updated. If you like to comment, subscribe, tell me what you think. It's not something as far as I'm afraid of. It's just, and as at the same time, like I said, as I'm sharing, if you want to share in terms of your content, be who you are, as well in terms of that. But like I said, sincerity. I want some people call it positivity. I mean, it obviously has to be within the guidelines of the host, the field that we're playing, which is YouTube. And so, like, if you also have suggestions, let me know. So until our next time that you're listening, 12 minutes now. I've pushed it. I'll see you then.